Hey folks, Bill Gallagher of ThrabenU here for another Hades run. Doing this one on stream, so there'll be some occasional dialogue with chat. Starting with the fists today, and the aspect of Demeter. So after landing 12 strikes, my next special hits more times. Dash and dash. Can't take that. Let's take the Heartbreak Flourish. So I just passed on Passion Dash about 10 times in the previous run, never taking it.
You should have listened.
Yeah, let's just palm that up. I really like Magnetic Cutter, especially early, just sucking in all of the like skulls and such before you actually have a lot of DPS, just kind of like stun locking them is really strong. We're gonna get yet another palm on that immediately. I'm gonna need something else to go on my attack, kind of round things out. I blew that cutter activation. I'm going to have a little bit less crowd control than normal, so I would like to get a good cast. I'm going to go ahead and try to roll that into a boon. This is not the good cast. I consider Demeter's cast borderline unusable. It's just a very awkward crystal. The beam doesn't track or anything. I just don't understand how they thought that one was good.
I once made ample use of them myself, if you'll imagine it. Wielding the cold since has been adequate for me, but you, may you put them to work as I once did.
Yes, I would like my attack to be stronger and inflict a status effect. If you're multi-hitting with something, stacking a status effect with it is pretty good. Ooh, a Chaos Gate, which I will very, very, very gladly be taking here. Like, I just want special damage. Comes at the cost of a boon, but I think that's fine. This should be better than most boons that I can pick up right now. Is it special damage? Not special damage. I think I'm going to take the ambush for way more damage hitting foes from behind. I'm going to take an Aphrodite boon, get another chance to pass on Passion Dash. Ooh. Foes are pretty much, not always, but very frequently going to be weak. This is a good DPS upgrade, but I think I'm just going to take 15% damage reduction. I can get damage in a lot of different ways, but I can't really get protection in that many different ways. So even at a higher level, this aspect of Demeter is like good against single targets, but considerably worse at room clearing than the aspect of Talos. But every time that the Demeter aspect does go off, though, like, whatever you're attacking tends to die. So I don't know. I really like the cast damage that the aspect of Talos offers, in addition to just the sort of differing attack pattern. I don't know that any of these are all that amazing. I'm much more likely to use a dash upper than I am a dash strike. Maybe I'll take the breaching cross for armored enemies later on. Not super thrilled with that. That hammer didn't really make me all that much stronger. But we were immediately offered a room with a bunch of armored enemies, so I guess it is noticeable here. Alright, there's got to be one of these alive somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. Just not impressed by this aspect. I totally play favorites as far as like the weapon aspects go.
My chaos bone switched to a new effect. Let's see what's in here.
Oh, this is early enough that I can probably pick this up and have it be good. I will go ahead and take the HP. I want a little more damage than what I have now, but I don't know that it's worth a reroll this early. Also, just another minor complaint about this aspect. A lot of times your charge is actually wasted because a normal special would have killed these things anyway. So you're not actually gaining anything by using the aspect when that's the case, when you're just killing normal enemies. There's a lot more enemies than normal due to my chaos downside. Let's re-roll, try to get a boon. Alright. I think that's better than spending the money at the shop.
Stop kidding around without me, nephew. I'm here, so let's go bust you out, much like a raging river through a frail little dam.
Impervious Call or Good Dash? This is just a default level call. You can maybe try to do better than that later, whereas this is like an actively good dash. I think I'm going to take the actively good dash and grab a fish.
Think I've got one. The knucklehead. Hi there.
Nice nice gloves there, Zagreus. Think you can take me up close with those things? Well within striking distance of my whip.
Not wearing them for fashion's sake here, Meg. You won't mind if I give you my best shot with Malphon here, will you?
I'd mind if you didn't. Want to get your hands dirty? Fine. Let's see it. Here's my whip.
Alright, so my cutter is charged. Let's see how much damage that does. A good chunk of damage. Ooh.
Sisyphus, get her, Voldu.
Damn you, Sisyphus.
I don't know where the boss is currently. There she is. I don't feel good. I feel like I took bad damage that fight. Pick up the darkness already. I did pick up the darkness already. Kind of take stock of where this build is at. So I have a level 3 special that's pretty darn good. I have an attack that supplements it well. Now what am I looking for? Could switch to palms already, but I really kind of feel like I want a little bit more control over the run. I don't feel like things are set yet, and I oftentimes like to switch to
Which to choose?
the Palm Blossom once I feel like things are set. So let's maybe take Poseidon here
Should help.
and try to get something like an Impervious Call.
Yes.
Then I'll feel a little bit more comfortable with things, where things are going.
Change of scenery at least.
The choice of call versus dash when we were offered that was a little tricky. Alright, so you attack. I give you the old uppercut. Alright, so the cutter is charged. Don't need it.
One for the stash.
Hermes boon for additional dash. Sounds great to me. If that wasn't there, I probably would have re-rolled the palms, trying to go and get just any boon, any higher level boon would be good.
Just a bit longer.
I'm not super good at chasing down these Gorgons. Also, I hated that. Getting petrified in the lava. Absolutely awful. Also, just check my health bar. I took a lot of damage for doing that. I have no range with which to hit you.
There he is.
Alright, that was a terrible room.
Hiya, boss. I'd ask what's new, but I already know. I have my ways, and you have to get right on out of there.
Yeah, I guess we're taking the side hustle. A little embarrassing to lose a Death's Defiance just ending in lava. It happens to everyone. Where are my enemies at? Okay, everyone was hanging out on this island. That's where all the cool kids were. I have my cutter charged. I'll just get to one-hit KO something. Didn't even one-hit KO it.
I'll take what's mine.
We'll take the Poseidon boon over the Demeter boon.
My side.
Again, I'm just not really in range to kill these things effectively. Don't have a good cast yet. That was very slow.
That's quite enough.
But it gives me some darkness and healing, so it's okay at the end of the day.
Exactly what I need.
Well, yes. Yes. Good shot.
Next island. Witch's circle.
Sort of awkwardly, I'm trying to get closer to these witches, and I'm blasting them out of the way. Maybe this dash was not the best combination for the weapon that I have. I am not good around lava with this build.
Farewell, ladies.
Alright, Impervious Call.
It's high tide.
That was one of the things on my pickup list. If I have a difficult room, I probably want to use Boldy to heal up. This might qualify,
Approaches.
depending on which enemies spawn.
Check up on this. What do you say we end this quickly?
I say sure, and sounds good to me.
How about you?
Oh shoot, there were more up there. Room is slightly busy. I don't think it's all that dangerous, though, at the end of the day.
Save some for me next time.
Alright. And I have a lot of choices here. Hermes Boon for extra dashes sounds really good. Persephone... Or not Persephone. Eurydice also sounds great, though. I'm going to go ahead and take this and make my next couple of boons a higher rarity.
They're both here.
Orphe and I were doing great here thanks to you. You take care.
Alright, next 3 boons are better. And we can buy one immediately.
Well, see ya.
Don't mind that at all. The Hydra up immediately? Yes.
Why not?
So, just to confirm, this has a knockaway effect, right? I assume that counts as a knockaway effect. Like wave pounding.
Got stronger there.
And you know what?
Ah,
Buy some gemstones. I have plenty of decorating that I need to do. My attack drags me forward just a little bit. Alright, so we charge the cutter. We use that to try and melt a Hydra head. I'll repeat that pattern. Charge a cutter, kill a Hydra head. Charge a cutter, do a lot of damage to the Hydra. Ow. Alright, so we'll charge the cutter. I think I wasted my activation in there. Four arms. Come on. Come on. That's annoying. Alright, not a great fight. That probably doesn't bode super well for me moving forward.
Heads down.
I'm taking that much damage here.
Something good back home.
That blasted Hydra never takes my feedback.
So I can pick up a cast. I have a whole bunch of Poseidon stuff. I guess I'm looking for a duo boon from the two of them. I guess I also have a Demeter thing. I want to pick up a Demeter cast. I've used my Athena and Poseidon trinkets already. Just take the coin purse and pick up some money, or I could switch to palms. Let's switch to palms. Just get some upgrade on, like, the DPS front. Excuse me. I don't super want this. Let's maybe try to reroll this to a boon. Or a hammer. Hammer would be great. I do feel like I need a little more oomph. I was planning on doing that via boons. Also, throwing it out there, having the Poseidon dash also makes it a little tricky to actually hit with a dash strike, and my dash strike does more damage versus armor. Okay, here we go. Explosive upper and draining cut are both fantastic. I don't know if I need the sustain or the damage more. I think I need the damage more. Let's make the dash upper really good. I still have a bunch of boldies that I can use to re-heal. How are we eating flame wheels? I guess with my call. I can also try to like aim my dash upper well and kill them that way. Chop versus palm. Let's re-roll this into something else. Nope. What a reroll. Super, super pleased with that.
They're making me choose.
I think I'll pick up the cast here.
Offend me, and I'll drain the last traces of color from those cheeks of yours.
Well, I think I did just offend you, so
Sorry, Demeter.
do what you gotta do. Oh, I just took a really bad... Oh, that's... I had that as my call in the previous run, so I just stood in that and lost to Death Defiance for no reason. Just did not really think about it. I was a little too close to that arrow for my liking. Yeah, I don't like how this is going.
Nothing left here.
Perhaps you'll exercise more wisdom in such interactions moving forward.
Well, to be fair, it would be hard to play that fight worse. We're gonna take Nourished Shoal. It makes up for a very bad room. Since that was a duo boon room, I definitely get to come out ahead from that still. Or not a duo boon room, a room with 2 boons, I don't know. However you want to say that. Oh, geez, I just took a lot of butterflies to the dome. But I think we're going to make it through with only one of those turning into an actual enemy. So I think we call that a win overall.
Won't catch this soul, thanks.
They're not great boons. Take Sweet Surrender. It'll be a 14% damage output increase some portion of the time, not always.
That's better.
More Aphrodite boons. Absolutely on board with that. Oh, I don't like this room. I'm gonna try to dash through these. A little dicey. Yeah. Just die. Just die.
In the name of Hades.
I don't like things that require me to get hit to work. So I think I'm just gonna take the weak effects, have a longer duration. And I don't think I'm actually going to do that for just a couple of health. I think I'm just going to save my time. It's like single-digit health increase. For roughly a minute of my time. I would very much like to fill up my call here. And just safely clear out these flame wheels that way. We were a little too slow to do that, though. That's a great example of why I don't like this aspect. So I missed my uppercut there, and that just misses out on so much DPS compared to the magnetic cutter. Dodge automatically. I do have a couple of good defensive boons. I have been able to replenish my Death Defiances.
What else we got?
So even though this build isn't the best, it has done, the run has done a good job of covering my mistakes and bad plays. I still really would like something else to increase my damage outputs in regular rooms. We have plenty of time for that. Alright. Get back here. I have these short arms. Cutter is charged. Cutter missed. Rip me.
Damn, he's recovered.
We're supposed to drop a Boldy here. Just recover and get a little bit of gold in case I run into a shop. Probably.
All set.
Definitely do not want that boon.
No thanks.
No. I will take a new boon from the shop over that. That's where we ended up, huh? Alright.
I can use this.
We start with our God Gauge partly full. That's fine. You think you're Gandalf now? Alright, so Cutter is charged. Cutter goes off. Wait for the Minotaur to do its thing. Try to repeat cycle. I guess we can just do this now. Doesn't matter that the Minotaur is doing that attack. Rude. So this is going okay. I don't think I can say excellent by any stretch of the imagination, but we have the Minotaur pretty much dead. Alright, charge into that. Cutter charged. That should finish off the Minotaur. Need to be a little careful versus Theseus so I don't blow a Death's Defiance. But when he's chilled, I shouldn't have too much to worry about. I think I can pretty easily kind of do a stay ahead of him thing where I don't get hit too much. We're going to look to finish him off with a Greater Call. Okay, turned the tail end of that fight into something that was more acceptable. But I still definitely have some DPS concerns that haven't been remedied. I'm good with staying on the trinket that I'm on. We'll pay for that. We'll pay for that as well. I think I'm actually better off versus Hades than I am versus a lot of the harder rooms that can appear in the Temple of Styx.
Gods grant me a swift saint sack.
This is not going to be like the last run, though, where we get to farm a little bit as we go along. I think I'll probably take that Poseidon boon now. I'll look to get the Poseidon boon, then the 300 gold palm. Got Scuffer for a perfect catch. Boo.
Pleasure doing business.
$192 versus 186. I think I'd rather just take a new status effect. I have no rerolls, so prioritize this, which is very easily the best of the things available to me. And go from there. Since my killing power is medium, I should really think about just dashing into foes and killing them. That'll be pretty effective for a lot of these smaller rooms. It won't be as effective for the larger rooms that are at the end of any one of the given tunnels. But again, the damage output is a touch shaky. And the wall damage is quite good, especially when I added Rupture to that. Yeah, these are the sorts of rooms that I'm worried about. The enemies are just a little too far apart and a little too far away from walls to just consistently take damage by me bashing into them. But that one may be a little better than expected. Yeah, I guess the weak effects are more potent. Not quite to 300 gold yet. I don't get more rerolls. Let's take max HP. Yeah, this is a room where I will probably dash to kill all of the enemies. Just safe. I should also be using my Boldy a little bit more aggressively than I am. I want that gold. Can also be using my call more aggressively than I am. I just start with it. And so I can do that. And I still bash them into the walls, so they still take that bonus damage. did a pretty good job of controlling all of that. Alright, something more annoying spawned lightly. Definitely doing a better job of playing in STYX than I was in Elysium. I'm not sure how much of that is just due to the smaller rooms and the fact that my dash is better here. Certainly a non-zero amount is due to that. I was impervious when I pressed that button, so I wasn't worried. In case you were sweating it at home. Alright. I still think this palm is going to be better than that boon.
Should come in useful.
Wow, 42% God Gauge? That's huge. We'll gladly accept that. And then take more special damage.
Where to?
I don't think I want to do the harder tunnel. Let's take the boon. Yeah, at 42% God Gauge, I can call once and almost call again immediately. I like the sword the least, but I consider myself at least competent with all of them. If you're having trouble with the bow, take the aspect that makes your special lock on and seek foes last hit by your attack. That one tends to be easy mode for the bow. And you're then looking for, I think it's called Relentless Volley, that gives you 4 more hits with your special when you fire your special, and you will just shred bosses.
Your father's cruel legions, cousin. Their lives are long since forfeit, and they cannot stand against one of your birthright, nor against my power.
None of this really does much. We'll just take a 5% damage reduction is hardly noticeable. I'll take Holy Shield. Don't have enough money for anything here.
Vigilant Cerberus to look the other way this once.
I just find how the bow's attack doesn't work for me. Yeah, the bow's base attack is not particularly good. You use that as an enabler for your special. The other bow aspect that I like is the aspect of Hera, where you get to load your cast into your special. And then that also kind of like avoids the bow's baseline attack, because the bow's baseline attack is very much not good.
Come show your father what you've learned of late. Do not hold back.
No problem.
Yeah, boy.
See, every time I miss with my cutter after charging it up, it just feels so incredibly bad. Come on. So after we get Hades down to the first point where he shields, I will use a Greater Call and basically take him immediately to the next boss stage. Yeah. Alright, so now I can Greater Call. Dealing the additional damage here. So I'm getting the 600 versus bosses is pretty gross. Procced Holy Shield a couple of times there. The cutter is charged. We'll run in here, get Hades for a lot. Cutter is charged.
Like that.
Enough of this.
Oop, let's get out of that. Can I fire through this with that? No. Oh, we're at Greater Call already? I mean, deal. Oh, I'm so surprised that that did not get me. I'm scared. I don't actually have anything to be scared about. Like, the fight's over, but I very narrowly took a bad hit there.
You bested me. I'll grant you, Zagreus. Fair. Well.
Say hi to Hypnos for me. In the name of someone very sore right now.
Yeah, I don't think that run was really impressive in any one particular way. It got the job done, but
Favor doing Zagreus, then walks into a chamber black as night, but with a blood-red pool, and from it comes a voice which says, "Would you mind diving in these waters, Prince?" To which the prince replies, "Oh, sure."
alright. Good run. Not overly impressive in any way, but got the job done.